Emergencies are situations that require immediate attention. Emergencies are situations that require immediate attention. What are emergencies? Emergencies are urgent happenings initiated to mitigate damage. When you want to reduce damage, you want to annihilate damage, you want to make sure when you walk into a place and you see that something is going to cause damage, emergencies are initiated. Why will God initiate emergencies? To prevent further damage. Why will God initiate emergencies? To forestall disaster, to forestall pain. Emergencies. Sometimes when certain things happen, it's because God is positioning somebody for an emergency lifting. Are you aware that the very man who married Ruth, called Boaz, was not the man actually that was meant to marry her? There was somebody else that was close in line as a relative, because then in Israel, when a man dies and he died without producing seeds, the next in line, the brother-in-law, they call the kinsman redeemer, will have to marry the wife so that he will leave seed for the late brother. So Ruth came from a system. Her father-in-law died. Her brother-in-law died. Her husband died. So there was a societal stigma. Because life is, you see, people didn't go to law school, but they are judges. People didn't go to law school, but they are judges. No law school, no law degree, but they judge people. There are some people, they are the judge, they are the court, they are everything. So they were judging her. So this man, in Ruth chapter 3, verse 13, he actually said it. He said, I am not your kinsman redeemer. There is somebody closer to your husband than I am. If he does not perform his role, I will come and I will get married. After him, by blood connection, I'm the next. And if you see chapter 4, you see the idiot there. From verse 1. Then went Boaz to the gate and sat him down there, and behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz spake about came back. Unto whom he said, oh, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down. Verse 2. He took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, sit ye down here. And they sat down. Naomi that is come again out of the country of the Moab, selleth a parcel of land, which was our brother's. Keep that on the screen. What he was saying is that we lost our brother. But don't forget the wife, Naomi. You know her? He said yes. He's about to sell our brother's land. So please buy it so that the land does not leave the family. Are you following my story? So that when you buy the land, a stranger will not have our hand, because our enemies could buy the land and become close to us. So you buy that land so that it doesn't go to the hand of a stranger, because you are the next in line. Okay, let's go on. Verse 4. And I thought to advertise this, saying, buy it before the inhabitants and before the elders of my people. If thou will redeem it, redeem it. But if thou will not redeem it, then tell me that I may know. For there is none to redeem it beside thee. In other words, you are next in line. He said, but I am after thee. And he said, what did the man say? I will buy the land. Look at the next thing. The next verse. Then said Boaz, what day thou buyest the field of the hand of Naomi, thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess. In other words, as you buy the land, also inherit the wife. The wife of the dead, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance. Look at what the coward said in verse 6. The kinsman said, I cannot. What did he say in verse 4? As soon as he heard that Ruth was involved, he said, I cannot redeem it, lest I mar my own inheritance. Redeem thou my rights. In other words, I don't want to soil this one that lost father-in-law. She lost the father-in-law. No, I don't. My right, I give you. You can buy it. It was before the elders. The man said, no problem. He was not aware that the woman they were telling her to get married to was going to be the mother of someone called Obed. Obed was the mother of Jesse. Jesse was the mother of David. And Jesus came from the tribe of David. So the person that this man was rejecting was the grandmother of David. If you read Matthew chapter 1 verse 5, her name was in the genealogy. Boaz's name was this redeemer. We don't know his name till now. It became infinitesimal, inconsequentially, irrelevantly immaterial. Why? Because by himself, he abdicated responsibility. He extricated himself from the agenda. So he would have been talking. He would have been in the lineage, in the genealogy of Christ. But because of what the woman was going through at the time, he was judging her based on her condition. I'm telling you that this generation, we have judges that have never been to a law school. So he has exterminated his entire lineage by judging people on face value.